Hey everybody out there, this is Seto, and as you can see by today's playmat, we are going to be doing an awesome deck profile of my Blue Eyes White Dragon deck. Yes guys, the ultimate creature of destruction. Very few have faced this creature and lived to tell the tale, except me, Seto Kaiba. Haha! So yes guys, jokes aside, yes, we're going to be doing a Blue Eyes White Dragon deck profile. I know a lot of you guys have been waiting for me to do this ever since the Megatins came out last month, and I have been waiting to do it for you as well. I want to do some playtesting, figure out a build that really worked for me. We are going to be getting even more support, it looks like, guys, from what I've seen in releases and everything for the set that's coming out in, I think, mid to late January. But for right now, this is the build that I'm playing. Again, guys, probably the beginning of next year, we would do an updated version of this deck as well. Also, guys, if you're wondering, yes, there will be a Dark Magician deck profile coming up soon. So, yes, guys, let's get into this deck profile. So, first off, we run our 3 Blue Eyes White Dragon. As you guys know the story, I've said it in every deck profile I've ever done this Blue Eyes White Dragon deck. These are my original Blue Eyes that I got from back when I originally got into the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! From Toys R Us by picking up the original Seto Kaiba structure decks. The reason they're in such good conditions is because my dad always said take care of the things you care about and like, and so my grandmother, who brought the cards for me, got sleeves. Smart lady. So I had them sleeved up every time I played with them ever since I was about 11, 12 years old all the way to now. Which is hard to imagine that was almost 20 years ago. Wow. This past year. So, yeah, guys, the 3 original Blue Eyes White Dragons. Blue Eyes White Dragon in this version of the deck is going to be really good. Just to let you guys know, this is a standard variation of Blue Eyes White Dragon. I believe that there's different variations you can play Blue Eyes. You can play a Fusion variation, Ritual variation, Lord of the Red variation. There's a bunch of different variations of Blue Eyes White Dragon. Dragon Link variation. But this is more of a standard version where you're pretty much just focusing on comboing out, going for exceeds, going for synchros, going for some links, you know, that type of version where it's not just focused on fusion. It's not focused on ritual per se. It's more focused on just going for these main things. So I do want to let you guys know that before I get any deeper into the deck profile. Next up, we run 3 Blue Eyes Alternative Dragon. It's kind of funny, I have to say. A lot of people used to run this at 2 of, and now people are figuring out that you need to run it as 3 of. And I get the reason why they did because of Dragon Link, but it's a great card, and it's a staple 3 of. And it's especially a staple 3 of if you're running a fusion variation of Blue Eyes White Dragon because it's treated as Blue Eyes White Dragon on the field, which helps with fusions. Yes. So definitely staple 3 of in this version of the deck. I think it's even with the new support coming out, it'll still be a staple 3 of in any Blue Eyes White Dragon deck. Next we run the 1 obligatory Dragon Spirit of White. I really like this card in this deck. It really helps take care of back row problems, anything of that nature that you run into. I do know some people are running Where's Abyssal Dragon that came out earlier this year. That Blue Eyes White Dragon. I like that card, but it's much better when it comes to the the Ritual variation of Blue Eyes and the Fusion variation. In the standard variation, it's más o menos. It's not so good. So I just like the Spirit Dragon because this is just going to be able to, I can, you know, get rid of back row problems, and if need be, believe me, it still pops up from time to time when you can just tutor out a Blue Eyes White Dragon by tributing this thing off. It does happen from time to time still. Next we got our 3, the White Stone of Ancients, staple card in this deck. Going to help you bring things up from your pretty much your deck to tutor them out, get rid of back row problems, bring out big monsters, etc. We also run the obligatory, I would say, White Stones of Legend. And one thing I want to mention here in this deck profile, guys, I noticed this. I'm getting very close to having an all-hollow Blue Eyes White Dragon deck finally. I just need Nebula Dragon to get a hollow reprint. And then my entire deck is hollow. Come on, Konami, work with me here. But the 1 White Stone of Legend is great. Helps you add Blue Eyes White Dragon. They also double as tuners. White Stone of Ancients can bring out your original Blue Eyes and your Spirit. Great cards. If they get bricky, you can pitch them with Cards of Consonance, which we run in the deck, which is really great. But definitely good cards in the deck. Next we run 3 Sage with the Eyes of Blue. I feel that this is pretty straightforward. Any Blue Eyes White Dragon deck that's not focused more on Dragon Link per se, or if you're just throwing Dragoons in here because you feel like it and you really want to just be anime and run Joey, Yugi, and Kaiba cards in a deck, go right ahead if you're that much of a Dragoon fan. But yeah, great card. But this is going to help you search out a bunch of different things, mainly, guys. It's going to help you search out your White Stones of Legend, your White Stones of Ancient, and your pretty much your card that I always think works well in this deck is your one Effect Failure, because you can search it out and just use it for negation fodder. So yep, that's what we're running there. 3 Sage. If Sage gets negated, we do have Link Kuriboh, so we can link it away into Link Kuriboh. That is something I feel like is very important to keep in mind. So yep, 3 of that. Next we run double Nebular Dragon. This card's really good in this deck, along with the one Chaos Dragon Levineer. Pretty much these are staple cards, I feel like, in a lot of standard variations of Blue Eyes White Dragon. Levineer pretty much can fit in any Blue Eyes White Dragon deck, for the most part. But Nebular Dragon works really well in this deck because we're more focused on going for level 8s, for some basic Link plays, stuff of that nature. So yeah, this is pretty straightforward. This card is really great. I was talking with a buddy of mine about this, and I just want to mention this in this video. So if you guys are not familiar with the anime by any chance, probably you are, but Kaiba is one of Kaiba's ace monsters in the final seasons of Yu-Gi-Oh! Was Chaos Emperor Dragon. And this to some degree is kind of like a retrain of Chaos Emperor Dragon. We were wondering, maybe Konami made that for a reason, in some way, shape, or form, because this card is pretty much, ever since it came out, has been run in a Blue Eyes White Dragon deck in some capacity. It's just kind of fun to think about, kind of fun to think, hey, maybe they, because this is kind of like a retrain of Chaos Emperor Dragon for modern Yu-Gi-Oh, quote unquote. Hey, maybe, blue and white is its main artwork colors, maybe. But I'd love to hear your thoughts down below, guys. That's not a theory, or there's any factual things behind that per se. It's just, there's some food for thought there. Take it as you will. One Effect Feeler. Usually in my Blue Eyes White Dragon decks, guys, I run Ash Blossom and Joyous Springs. However, I have been trying out some new cards, playing around with ratios, figuring out what works the best and what doesn't. So right now I'm not running Ash Blossoms. Ash Blossom, if you want to fit it more into this deck because you want to have more of a control element of Blue Eyes White Dragon, go right ahead. I think that's perfectly fine to fit in this deck if you want to. If you've watched any of my older videos, it's pretty much been in there for a long time. But I wanted to cut it out for newer cards, try things out, play around with it, have some fun. So it may go back in the future, just saying. Next I run 3 Melody of the Awakened Dragons. This is staple. This is going to search out, and people forget this I think sometimes, this card's going to search out your Blue Eyes, your alternative White Dragon, and it's also going to help you search out your Chaos Dragon Levineer, which is why this card is kind of staple in Blue Eyes White Dragon. Funny thing is, another thing I'll mention, this card actually searched out Chaos Emperor Dragon as well. So, food for thought. But 3 Melody of the Awakened Dragons. Next, rerun 3 Trade-In. Trade-In is going to help you if you get brick hands, you pitch it, you draw cards, you set up things in gray for other Reborn plays. It's pretty straightforward. In addition to that, we're running the 1 Cards of Consonance as well. This is for your stones in case they brick. You draw one, or you go Sage Search because you have Cards of Consonance and you pitch it to draw cards. It all works out well in the end. Next, I run 3 Return of the Dragon Lords. This is fairly staple, I feel like, in any Blue Eyes White Dragon deck. I do know some people have been playing around and cutting ratios of this card. I don't know about, because just because of True Light coming out, which True Light, don't get me wrong, great card, but this card is a little bit faster because it's a spell. Same thing with Silver's Cry. Silver's Cry, guys, is a quick play spell. Yes, I understand it is, True Light is this great, awesome card, but with the ability of sending so much Blue Eyes to graveyard that turn, and the fact that True Light is a trap card, while it is good, you still want to get your combo plays off, and these will help you do so. You draw Dragon Shrine, you Foolish, you melody something, Reborn it, go off with your combo, right? So you don't have to just sit there and wait for True Name. You can use True Name, you know, turn 2 if you're going first, turn 3 if you're going second, and you can just go off and roll from there. But for your initial plays, yes. So I just want to mention that because I've seen people do that, and I'm just like, I don't know if I fully agree with you. I see where you're coming, but I don't know if I fully agree with you. Just saying. Double Dragon Shrine, still like it in the deck. It's, yes, True Name, you know, True Light's really good, but Dragon Shrine is still good in this deck. If anything, I would cut it maybe down to 1 of now again. I am playing around with that. If you guys are wondering what cards I'm playing around with to maybe cut down to fit in Ash Blossom, Dragon Shrine would be one of those, along with Bingo Machine Go to maybe 1, and then maybe Piercing Darkness. I'm still playing around with these cards, but we'll have to see. But Dragon Shrine's really good because it also, while it does help out with your Reborn cards we were talking about, it also helps out with True Light and setting plays up in Grave. Which is pretty cool and awesome. So, yes, it's something you can still play around with. I do find that Dragon Shrine still helps unbrick bad hands and make them from bad to good and good to great. But that's just me. Next to Bingo Machine Go. We're trying this out in the deck. I used to not run it in the standard variation of Blue Eyes White Dragon, and again, like I said, I may cut this in the future along with the Dragon Shrine to fit 3 Ash Blossom into the deck. But for right now, I am trying it out because this helps you get to True Light just that more quickly. Saying that, however, I don't know if this is going to stay in the next incarnation of this deck because there is new cards coming out. They're going to be better, and True Name, and you already have enough draw power and search power and deck thinning in this deck that you pretty much are going to get True Name set up quickly. And if you don't need it per se. You have enough other cards you can combo off until you draw into it and set it. But the fact that it's a trap means you want to get it just that much more faster, and Bingo Machine Go helps with it. So the reason I'm explaining this all to you is because there's a lot I want you to think about when you're trying to construct your own Blue Eyes White Dragon deck. And I just want to give you all the facts of what I've been thinking about. But right now, this is mainly in here. This will help you search out, you know, other cards in your deck, but it's mainly going to be here to search out your True Light. Next, I run the Piercing Darkness. This is something I've been playtesting and really like. I used to run in this deck a lot, guys, Upstart Goblin, but I really like the Piercing Light in this deck because of its more versatile usage. Upstart Goblin is a 1-card play. This you can use multiple times. It's very easy to get the effect off, and on top of that, guys, you have other effects you can use. So I like it as a 1-of in the deck. I think I'm going to keep it in the deck going forward. It's just really nice to have that draw power and those extra abilities. So, yep. Next, I run 1 Foolish Burial. Again, this is going to help set up things in Grave. Monster Reborn. Again, we have a lot of things in Grave we can bring back. Don't be concerned about all these Reborn cards. Like I said, you're going to go through them fairly quickly. Next, we have 3 of the True Light. I like this card. I really, really do like this card. But with the new support coming out, I don't know if I'm going to continue to run it as a 3-of. Just to let you guys know. Only time shall tell. Next one, Ultimate Creature of Destruction as well. These are pretty much your traps for the deck. I know a lot of other people are running Judgments, Strikes, and this and that. Go right ahead and run what you want to run. I'm just going to say that. Run what you want to run. But just for this version of the deck, it's pretty much dump, Reborn, abuse your big monsters, go for combo plays, and go off from there. That's the theme of this deck. It's very Blue Eyes-esque, I guess you could say. You know, bring big monster out, make plays with it in different forms, and bang your opponent in the face. Blue Eyes White Dragon at its finest in 2021. Kaiba Field Center. Kaiba tokens because I love this, and my favorite Pokemon, Dragonite. The original reason why I got Blue Eyes became my favorite card, Dragonite, guys. There's your history for my channel. 2 Blue Eyes Shining Drag, excuse me, Blue Eyes Spirit Dragon, we're running as a 2 of. 1 Azure Eye Silver Dragon. 1 Black Rose Moonlight Dragon. And I'm also running, guys, 1 Stardust Spark Dragon. I really think if you have the space, run this card, because if you have your True Light set up already, you don't want your board to get wiped. So you can easily just go into Blue Eyes Spirit, tag out for this to protect this, especially if you're building a board. So try it out. I've been testing it. I like it. I like the option. I used to run this back in the day when Vandy's Emptiness was around in many decks. And I used to run this initially with other cards in this deck back in the day. But it's been gone for a good couple of years now, but I've been trying it out now again, and I like it. Your 1 number 38 Hope Harbinger Titanic Galaxy, pretty straightforward there. Honorary Blue Eyes card. Galaxy Eyes Cypher Dragon, Galaxy Eyes Full Armor, and then Galaxy Eyes Cypher Blade Dragon. Pretty much your, you know, your rank 8 package right there, guys. Pretty straightforward. But we're also running your number 97 Dragobulan, your number 100, and your number 92 Heartland Drago. So this pretty much, these cards right here, guys, are your rank 8 plays. For your links, though, Link Karibo, like I was talking about earlier in the video, Hermetic Seal Heavenly Spheres, still a good card, and Christian Halcria Fibrex. There you go. We run him in the deck because we are a synchro-based deck, and he works out pretty well. So, guys, that is the deck profile. I hope you guys all enjoyed it thoroughly. Like I said, this deck is super fun. It's Blue Eyes White Dragon at its finest, and I really enjoy playing this deck to pieces because, as you guys know, of the channel. I am looking forward to the new support. If you guys didn't see, I did a discussion video about those cards about a few weeks ago. You can check out in my card discussion section of the channel about the new card support that's going to be coming out. But I'm really looking forward to it next year, and there will be updates. Again, there will be a Dark Magician update coming probably in the next week that you guys will see soon, along with this Blue Eyes White Dragon. And then we'll do more updates once the new support comes out. But till next time, guys, take care. Have fun dueling. Good luck dueling to all of you. Remember to like and subscribe to this video if you enjoyed it and want to see more awesome videos. Take care, everybody, and good luck dueling to all of you. Seto Kaiba out.